Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Patty Kurtz, and this is the how to get through this course for English 120 online. And because this is a wholly online course, I've decided to include this video so that hopefully it'll answer some of your questions about how to work through this course, especially if you're new to Blackboard. This is an asynchronous online course, which means you can check in when you get a chance, but it doesn't mean it's completely self-paced. So as we work through the Start Here module, and this is part of it, hopefully the things contained in this module will help you figure out what you need to do for this course. Okay, so to get started, first you work through that Start Here module, and since you're here, you've obviously gotten this far, so good for you. But pay attention to the other links in it as well. There's a link to the syllabus, so please take a look at that. Make sure you understand all the requirements in it. If you don't, ask. Okay, always ask. The course schedule is your Bible, basically, for this course. It's the course on paper. It tells you what's due every week, what modules you need to do, what readings you need to do, what things have to be turned in and when. So all of your due dates are there. So make sure you check that every week. The rest of the Start Here module contains things like a syllabus quiz, which isn't really a quiz, but it's just an activity that encourages you to go back and look at the syllabus. And there's an introductory activity where you post a video and some audio so we can get to know each other. So make sure you do all those things before you move on to the first module for this week. Okay, every week, what should you do? Well, for me, first of all, weeks begin on Monday and end on Sunday, so just kind of be aware of that. Other teachers may do it differently. This is asynchronous online, but it's not self-paced, so you do need to be in the course pretty much every week, several times, just as if you would if you were coming to campus and going to a class. So every week you should check the course schedule. It tells you what module you need to read, what assignments are due, what readings in your book are due, etc. Check the announcements for that week in Blackboard. I post an announcement every week where I list, here's what's due. Sometimes I'll do a little video announcement. Sometimes I'll just do it in writing. Sometimes I'll post an extra one to remind you of something. So make sure you look at those. But that's not enough. Don't just look at the announcement and go, okay, I'm good for the week. Read the module for the week, please. A lot of times I get questions from students and I can tell that they haven't read the module because the question would have been answered in the module. I spent a lot of time making mini lectures and links and other things in those modules, so please go through them. It's the same as you would do if you were actually in a class listening to me talk to you in front of the classroom. At the end of every module, there is an assignment recap, so take a look at that. It tells you what's due that week. The due dates are not in the modules, they are on the course schedule, but it'll tell you, list out what's due. And then check the discussions. You have a whole class discussion, and then you also have a writing group discussion. So make sure you check those. Make sure you're up on the posts for your whole class, and make sure that you're commenting on drafts, revisions, and your collaborative project with your writing group. Okay, so where are things in this Blackboard course? Okay, so all your modules are listed in the left-hand menu. By title. Hopefully the title is pretty self-explanatory. The schedule tells you which module or modules, sometimes there's two, that you need to work through every week of the course. Assignment sheets and other handouts are under the link in the left menu that says Assignments Handouts. The whole class or main class discussion is just called Discussion, and it's located under Student Tools. And then your writing group tools are under Writing Groups. Once I've assigned you a writing group, you'll see a list of who's in your group and then all the tools that you have at your disposal, things like email, file exchange, and then a discussion board. And then at the top of the main discussion, there's a raise your hand section. This is an ungraded part of the forum where you can ask questions. You can raise your hand and say, hey, I don't understand. So don't hesitate to post there. I will check it frequently. Also, if you're reading it and somebody asks a question and I haven't answered it yet, and you know the answer, feel free to answer as well. Okay, so what do I expect from you? As I said, this is not a self-paced course. You need to log into the course. I suggest about 3 times a week, early in the week, the middle of the week, towards the end of the week. There are due dates for assignments and draft postings and discussion postings and things like that. I'm a little bit flexible, but if you get too far behind, it's really hard to catch up. So, and it's not very productive to go about 3 weeks and then try to catch up on discussions, because nobody's going to read your posts at that point. The whole point of discussions is this interaction between you guys and me, because I read them too. So, stay up with the discussions in your classes and also in the whole class and also in your group. Just as you would if you were actually in the room with people talking. You wouldn't say, okay, talk to me next week and I'll have an answer for you. No. Okay, so check in 2 or 3 times a week. Check your group and class discussions for any responses or comments or things that you need to answer. Stay in touch with your writing group about things like drafts and comments. And also you have a collaborative project for this class. And one of the big issues with a group project is always staying in touch. So make sure that you don't just kind of drop out of sight for that collaborative project, because then I get emails from your group going, I don't know what happened to this person. So if you're having an issue and you're not going to be online for a while, make sure they know that something's going on. If you guys need to in your groups, you can do things like we can text or things like that. I've made Collaborate available, which is a real-time online sort of chat like Zoom in Blackboard if you want to communicate that way. But stay in touch with them, please. Let me know if you have any questions or concerns or need extra time for a valid reason. I don't have the powers of telepathy, much as I would like to sometimes. So I don't know. If you just disappear from the course for a couple weeks, I'm probably going to assume the worst. So tell me. Don't let me assume. Tell me. Say, hey, look, I've got some things going on. I need an extra week, and I swear I'll get back to you, You don't have to give me all the details. That's fine. Your personal life is your personal life. But tell me when something's going on, because otherwise I'm going to make really bad assumptions. Use proper netiquette at all times. The syllabus explains this, but basically remember that everybody else in the course is a human being just like you. They have feelings, so don't insult people. Don't make hurtful remarks. Be constructive when you're commenting on drafts and things like that. Treat them the way you want to be treated. Okay, don't forget that. What can you expect of me? Okay, I will check into the course at least once a day, Monday through Friday. I like my weekends off. I'm sure you do too. So usually I'm not in the course on Saturday or Sunday. So kind of be aware of that. I mean, if we were doing a face-to-face class, I wouldn't be here on Saturday or Sunday either. So it's pretty much the same. I'm not Walmart. I'm not here 24/7. So be aware of that. I will respond to questions and emails within 48 hours. Again, like I said, I'm not 24/7. I'm not online all the time. I have my own life. I have other classes to teach. I have my writing and my research. So be aware of that. Don't expect that, I'm going to just 10 seconds later, I'm going to respond. Give me time to respond. Okay. Note also, because of the weekend thing, if you email me on a Friday evening, it'll probably be Monday before I get back to you because of the weekend thing. But there's value in that downtime, and I firmly believe in that. So please allow me that. Don't expect me to just be on call, because that's not part of it. I will never alter course assignments or add a surprise quiz or a test without telling you. I don't believe in that. What's on the syllabus and what's in the course is what we're going to do. If something has to be changed, I will let you know well ahead of time in writing. And it'll usually be to take assignments away or give you more time. I will never add something and spring it on you at the last minute and go, oh, guess what? We have this to do. Okay, so everything that's in the course and in the syllabus, that's what you need. I'm not going to add stuff to it. I am always willing to explain, answer questions, talk you through something as much as I can, refer you to somebody who can help you if it's a technical issue. So don't hesitate to ask if something confuses you. I'm not going to sit here and go, boy, that person is dumb. I don't do that, because everybody's at a different level, and sometimes something that I say that I think makes sense doesn't make sense to other people, and that's okay. But ask. If you don't ask, you'll never know the answer, and so don't just go, well, I'll just kind of bumble through. Ask if you're not sure. Okay, so you've gotten through this. So work your way through the rest of the Start Here module, including that syllabus quiz and the introductory exercise, so we can get to know each other, and then you'll move on to the first module for this week. And I look forward to seeing all of you online, at least, for the rest of the semester.